What's up once again, y'all? How y'all doing?
Hey.
We back. Yeah, buddy. I got a pretty dope trivia question for you all
Is it
today.
actually a trivia question?
It's a question, yes. How many bungalow districts does Chicago have on the National Register of Historic Places? It's a good question. Multiple choice. A, is it 10?
Okay.
Is it B, 12? Or C, 14? Which one is it, y'all? I'm going to give y'all some time to think about it because this is a good one. This is a good one, y'all. Yeah. As usual, 77 Flavors of Chicago is back. Holla at us.
It's Sarah.
And it's Dario.
And we traveled through all of Chicago's 77 community areas. We shared some great stories and took you to our favorite restaurants.
But you know what? There's more Chicago history and food to discover.
So join us as we connect you to the greatest city in the world.
You know why? Because this is 77 Flavors of Chicago. You know, we couldn't get the we don't know our own intro without the beat.
Yeah, for real.
Like, we need that noise. We need the music to kind of set us off.
I just heard it and I forgot how it starts.
Yeah, that is true. You want to hear it again?
No.
No, I do.
Really?
Just the beginning. Just the
beginning.
Yeah, just all right here. Listen with it, y'all.
It's Sarah.
Yeah. There it is. It's Dario. There.
And we traveled through all 77
we got it.
of Chicago. It's not as annoying as the first one.
Yeah, no, the first one was what was the first one? Yeah.
It was very customer service.
Hey, they got us through though. They got us through. Yeah, they got us through. Right on cue, huh?
Yeah.
Right on cue.
Yeah.
If y'all don't know, we were just talking about how we should double mic ourselves up because, you know,
for real.
2 years of use of these cords, and really all we probably have to do is change out the cords.
That's very true.
You know, but 2 years of use.
And these cords have been all over the world.
They have been. They've been traveling with us.
So,
you know, it's probably time. You know what I want to do also? This is purely, we don't have to, but I would like to, is upgrade just these two microphones.
Yeah, and if you want us to upgrade the mics, please go ahead and share this episode. Support us because this shit's free.
Yeah.
And these episodes are not sponsored. So your support is the best way to help us.
That would definitely help.
Because the more you listen, the more you share this episode, the more we can go to these brands and companies and be like, look, people listen, pay us money.
You know what I'm saying? Help us out. You know?
Help us out.
But the trivia question, how many bungalow districts does Chicago have on the National Register of Historic Places?
That's an interesting question. Does that count, like if we were talking about the bungalow belt, is that multiple districts make up the bungalow belt?
Well, that's today's topic. We're going to talk about that.
But answer my question.
I can't without giving you...
How am I supposed to answer your question?
Just throw out the number. Is it A, 10, B, 12, or B12, or C, 14?
I'm going to say B12 because it's funny.
That is funny, but it is...
I'm not.
It is wrong. No, you was right down the middle with it. It is C, 14.
Nice.
And let me break it down to you. The first district was the South Park District in February of 2004. And the most recent one, if you wanted to know, is in Avalon Park.
Oh.
Yeah, August 2003.
Nice.
This year. So there you have it. There's some pretty dope information. We'll tell you more about Chicago's Bungalow Belt as we get on with the episode. But what is the best part of your week? Let's talk about that. Let's get to know us for a little bit.
The best part of my week, I made some pretty good chocolate chip cookies this week.
You did. You went crazy with them.
It's a classic recipe.
It's
nothing
that time
crazy.
of season.
You know? Mm-hmm. Cup of butter, cup of sugar, cup of brown sugar.
You know what to be dope?
What?
Is if you made a reel about it.
Okay.
Come on, y'all. What y'all think? Y'all want to see more reels by Sarah? Sada? Look at that turn on a little bit, you know?
Stop it.
Yeah.
Not live.
Not live. But y'all want to see that?
It's not my recipe, but I could share it.
I mean, you do it. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck it.
You know what I'm saying? I think that'd be fun.
Fuck it. I'll do it tomorrow.
Right. There it is. Look. Tomorrow, whenever you listen to this podcast. Whenever you listen to the podcast. Thanks for asking. The best part of my week.
You just ended your laugh.
I gave you a second. I gave you a few seconds.
Right.
Okay,
what was the best part of your week, Dario?
Oh, wow. I don't get no Dario.
Italian.
Yeah, right.
Dario.
Yeah, Let me see. I think the best part of my week was definitely Call of Duty.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely Call of Duty 3.
Yeah.
Y'all know your boy's a gamer, man. Look, Call of Duty 3 came out, and this was the first time I actually played day one in a long time. I used to play day one a long time, but we've been busy the last few years. And I honestly, I didn't get a system back until, pandemic. But anyway, I played for the first, on the opening day, and got up to level 33, y'all. Day one.
Is that good?
It's fantastic.
Okay.
It's somebody already at level 55. But for me, who is mediocre at best at this, to get halfway through, that's pretty damn good. Through? Yeah, to the first level. The highest level that you can get is 55, and then they started over. They call it prestiging once you get to 55. Yeah. So every 50 levels is prestige. So
you played for like a couple days though only.
Yeah, right. Well, no, I only played day one. Well, technically, I played 11 o'clock. Thursday night.
You played Friday.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was day one. That's day one.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you haven't played since?
No, I haven't played since. So, I mean, I could easily be level 55 had I played this weekend. Yeah. But I didn't because we had shit to do.
Honestly, Saturday was a rough day for me. I had a headache, and I just I do not nap. I am not a napper. I only take naps if I'm sick, and whatever, God or the universe, it doesn't happen as often. But yesterday was Saturday. I had a headache, and I literally stayed in bed all day.
Yeah.
And I actually fell asleep. I was watching a YouTube video, and I fell asleep.
Y'all, tell her, y'all, that sleeping, napping is okay.
No, I know it's okay.
I just
can't do it.
You should more.
Why?
Because napping.
Oh, you know what else happened this week? We got our DNA test back.
Oh, that's right.
Speaking of napping.
Yeah, your boy.
Actually, Dario's DNA test said he is a napper. I don't know how they know that.
It did. But I mean, they got it right. We went through.
Mine said I'm not.
Yeah, we went through Ancestry.com, y'all.
Yeah.
And man, look, y'all already know, man, the motherland is in me. You know what I'm saying? So y'all already know that. But I will say, not too shocking. Nigeria, Cameroon, Congo, those make up 66% of who your boy is. Yeah. Mali and Ivory Coast rounding out the 96%. But yeah.
I am 89% from the Middle East.
You should be.
The only ones that are kind of I did not expect. They're such small percentages, it's kind of even
comical,
ridiculous to talk about. But I have Nigeria and Southern Italy as they're my lowest two, but they're in there.
They're kind of interesting.
Yeah. And then some 1% East Nilotic peoples, which is East Africa.
Yeah. I'm what?
Interesting.
We got a little bit of Caucasian in me. Is very little, y'all. Let's
I have almost none other than the Italian. I have 4% Cyprus, which kind of makes sense because the Ottoman Empire was there.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah.
So
what I got 4%? 4% Irish in me. I mean, of course, they came over to America, and somebody got with the during those times.
Yikes.
But mainly I'm African, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
That was pretty exciting to get those back.
Mine is literally 68% is Lebanon and northern Palestine, which is where I'm from, and Egypt, Egypt. And then 14% Arabian Peninsula.
Let's go.
And
I want to go back.
11% the Caucasus.
I want to go back. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to go to Middle East and Egypt, and that area is very dope. It's very dope. I love it. It's beautiful. Which we talk about cultures. We talk about people. That's a decent segue to talk about Chicago's Bungalow Belt.
Let's talk
because it's all about culture and nationalities.
Yeah, we've mentioned it in previous episodes, but we've never dedicated a whole episode to it because obviously when we talked about it, we were talking about it as part of Chatham, Bronzeville, the Bungalow Belt. Even it goes up to some of the north,
way up north.
Yeah, way up north.
Rogers Park.
Yep.
We'll talk about it.
And so we've touched on it before, but this is the first time that we'll probably talk about it in a full episode form.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. That's a perfect dissertation. Well, not dissertation is the summary, right?
Well, it's the whole presentation.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's good. Epilogue. I mean, prologue.
Why are you trying to use big words?
I don't know, man, but it's a good intro. There it is. That's the one I was looking for. What is a bungalow? So bungalow is derived from the Hindu word bangla.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yes. And bungalows is not a Chicago thing. It's used all over America, all over the world. A bungalow is really like a cottage or a small place to live and to dwell. You know what I mean? So not a big, thing. But, in pure Chicago fashion, we make it a thing.
Yeah.
So it's so much of a thing. Give you some context to this. 1/3 of Chicago's single family housing is bungalow.
Wow.
1/3 of Chicago's single family living.
Right.
That's crazy. So not 1/3 of Chicago's population.
If it's a home or like a house, not an apartment, obviously.
Basically, if you're single, there's a good chance.
No, single house.
I know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You know what I mean? But here in Chicago, that's a single family, housing. So that's a lot. That's significant.
Yeah.
So let's break it down. Chicago Bungalow. Basically, these were the houses that were built during one of our largest population booms.
Right.
Okay.
The Great Migration.
Yes, actually. But not quite just the Great Migration. World War I was the big thing. World War I was huge with it. From 1900 to about the 30s, 40s, right around that time, 80,000 bungalows were built.
Wow.
Yeah, roughly 80,000 bungalows were built.
What makes a bungalow a bungalow?
It's a good question. Bungalow is of 1.5 floors above the basement. So there's the basement, but 1.5 floors above. So bungalows, again, loose terminology, could be a ranch style house. It could be.
It can be.
It's the bungalow term is just the type of house that's small, right? So it could be a cottage. You know what I mean? But Chicago bungalow, I guess, whatever.
Yeah, I always thought a Chicago bungalow is like, I look for a smaller front porch. Mm-hmm. It's a narrower house. It has, I don't know. It just has
it's a small house.
Yeah, it's like a smaller house.
Bay window.
Right,
yeah.
bay window.
So that is Chicago bungalow. That's what we call it. That's our version of a bungalow.
I always try to test myself. Is this a bungalow or not?
You can easily see. Yeah, you can easily tell when you know a bungalow. I'll talk to you about some of the earliest bungalows and how they changed a little bit. It's coming up in a second. Okay. But again, 1900s to 1940s, right during that time of the Great Migration. So you got a lot of blacks coming in. Talking about that in a second. And then World War I is happening. Great Depression is happening. Chicago, during this time, got over 1 million people here in Chicago. So we had to house these people. Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot of people. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy to think that Chicago in the 60s was 3.6 million people. So the large people. So now here's the thing. You touched on it a little bit, how can you tell what a bungalow is? Okay, well, we have a distinct style, and if you hear from Chicago, you easily know what a bungalow is.2however, the reason why bungalows in Chicago really blew up is because the space that Chicago had allotted to build houses. So late 19th century. So the 1890s, 1880s and forward.
Fairly new city. It was just started to be rebuilt, really.
Yeah, right. And you had ordinances on how much space you got to build a house. And that number is 125 feet by 25 feet.
Really?
Yes. So if you ever.
That is narrow.
That's very narrow. But if you look at bungalows,
right,
they're narrow. And they go back far. You know what I mean? So there's some numbers there for you. Now, give you an example of, the bungalow style houses. We'll take you to South Shore, right? So South Shore.
Yeah, that's a good area. Beautiful bungalows.
Yes, it's a beautiful bungalow. And the reason why I want to talk to you about that one is because it was very, of the times, so to say. And it started in right around the first bungalow was 1911 is when the first bungalow was built, and the bungalow district that's part of the National Register is North and South, 75th and 79th, and to the east and west, Jeffrey and Yates avenues. So those are the boundaries for that one. Fun fact about this is that there are 229 bungalows in that bungalow belt.
Wow.
Yeah, 229 houses. As our dog tries to electrocute himself. Campbell, get your ass away from here, bro. Come here. What is going on? My man is just sitting here licking the outlet. Bro, what is going on, G? You trying to...
He's like, I want to be on this podcast.
Yeah, for real, man. Like, damn. No, 229 homes in the bungalow belt. And now here's another fun fact. Those bungalows, do you know how much it costs? Just roughly guess how much it costs to build a bungalow.
At the time?
Yeah, right around that time.
What, like the late 1800s?
Yeah.
$4,000.
Some of them, yes. You are in that range. But
you know how I kind of guessed that?
How'd you guess?
Because you know how they used to do, was it the Sears homes? Where you can like go on a catalog and they would send you a house that was like $2,000. So I'm assuming like a bungalow's, you know, you're not building it yourself, so it has to be a little more expensive.
A little bit more manufacturing.
$4,000.
Yeah, right. Well, some of them started out that price range, more the northern ones. But this one, they range from $1,800 to $10,000 to build.
Wow.
Now, here's why. They were built after the World's Fair, and partly because of the World's Fair.
I wonder if there was like new technology from the World's Fair that was being used in building these homes, and that made them like...
No, it was just the people.
Gotcha,
it was just
more people.
Yeah, and the reason why I chose South Shore is because South Shore had a lot of influx of people that lived out there because of the World's Fair, 1883 World's Fair, and so after it's over, you gotta house these people.
Right.
You gotta put them somewhere, and that area was for a lot of the rich upper echelon type people. Excuse me, they had the. How does that happen?
You know what's wild?
What?
Is $10,000 in the late 1800s, like 1890s, is equivalent to almost $340,000 today.
Man, look, what you trying to do? You trying to make a move?
Go back to 1890 with $10,000? Yeah, I am.
Be lit.
Well, not for us.
Yeah, you're right. Well, that's kind of where I'm going with South Shore. That's kind of where I'm going with South Shore. So why we call it the Bungalow Belt, right? Why do we have this historic register? So many on the historic register. Why is it a big deal? Why does that matter here in Chicago? Well, like I said, this was a lot of our population, during that time in the early 1900s to the 40s. A lot of people came and moved here, right? And you had the houses, and bungalows are, to be considered a bungalow district, right? It doesn't have to be one certain bungalow house, right? It doesn't have to be. Reason why in Chicago, we've kind of alluded to this over the last 2.5 years in Endurance by our podcast, is because these are a lot of people, a lot of these districts were built on racism. A lot of them were redlining. A lot of them were
kind of like confining people to a single location area.
Yeah, right. And you have, that was a big part of the reasoning here. Right. So that's why a lot of these places become historic, because they have cultural significance. Yeah. And not only just because of the, the discrimination aspect of it, but you have a lot of demographics, especially up north, that moved here. Right. We talk about, West Ridge is one of the most diverse places in all of America. So you had a lot of those demographics that felt comfortable to move up there. So those are the type of houses that were built there. Again, World War I, a lot of people, when they came back from the war, they needed places to live. So they built bungalows. So that's what constitutes a bungalow belt. So that, and why they're part of the National Register of Historic Places. Mm-hmm. Chicago has a lot of them that was also significant too. Like I said, was significant. So here's some other things. And this was a short one, y'all. This wasn't long. You know what I mean? So,
I mean, if you want to learn more, go to the specific, maybe like we mentioned, Douglas, any community area that has Bronzeville in it. We probably talked about the Bungalow Belt. You said Rogers Park.
Yeah.
So yeah, visit those episodes. You might get a bit more information if you're looking for it.
Yes. Or, and I got some more information because I found out something about the Bungalow Belt, but for people that live in the Bungalow Belt, and I'm sure if you live in one of those districts or in the bungalow, you probably know this information. However, the historic Chicago Bungalow Association was created in
There's a whole association?
There's two. There's two of them. It was created in 2000 by Mayor Daley. And the reason why I bring this up is because it's part of the National Register of Historic Places, and more so this association, Chicago caters to a lot of those people. They give you grants because you live in one of the historic districts. Your mic is just I jinxed it.
I know.
Yeah.
What is the grant for?
So several different things. Energy savings, different land savings. There's so many more, and I left that up on the screen just kind of look over it. But I mean, if your grant is valued up to $4,000, you know what I mean? Like you can get
that could be like your annual tax.
Yeah. So a lot of the energy saving, things there. But then also there is the Chicago Bungalow Association. For, again, landowners that get this. I didn't know this about Chicago's Bungalow Belt. This is directly a benefit of these districts being a part of the National Register of Historic Places. Owners can get a property freeze tax for up to 12 years for living in one of these bungalow districts.
Who's trying to tell us their bungalow?
You know
what area I drive by often that I think has the cutest bungalows ever? But shit, now I can't remember. It's further up north. It's almost by Kedzie or like that area where I go to that Lebanese meat market place.
There's some nices over there. If anybody wants more information about that, if you want to do a little bit more digging, if you are in a bungalow, both of the links to those associations are in the show notes, so go ahead and check those out. Got them linked there, but
nice.
Pretty fire, right?
Yeah, that's really cool.
Pretty dope, yeah. I figured, I was like, I want to know about these Chicago bungalows.
Yeah.
Like, why do we love them so much? They're part of our culture. That's really everything here in Chicago.
Bowmanville, that's the little neighborhood that has really cute bungalows. Look, yeah. And they even have like a little community garden that's near the park. I don't know. It looks like a really cute neighborhood.
Yeah.
That.
Boom. There you go. Chicago's Bungalow Belt.
So is your bungalow.
Yeah, right. You know what I mean? For real. I'm trying to get that property freeze, baby. That tax freeze.
Well, let's talk about some food.
Yeah, buddy. We'll be right back.
All right. So today's restaurant was. I'm kind of excited to talk about this. You know how skeptical I am when it comes to like Middle Eastern / Arabic food.
Yeah.
So when we checked out sifr, which means zero in Arabic. If y'all didn't know. I was super skeptical because I was like, I don't know. But the chef owner, it was actually, he worked in the Middle East a ton. And so when he came here, he worked on other different projects, but Sifit is his newest project. It's in River North, and it's modern Middle Eastern, and so it's a lot of like family style meals and stuff like that. But there's also things like burgers on the menu. So we were very excited to check it out. We went there for brunch on a Sunday because we heard their brunch is great.
Yeah, the brunch is fire.
Yeah, and we can start with
the platter.
Well, let's talk about like the vibe of there. So it's in a part of River North that is like, I would say pretty low traffic.
Yes. It's close, which is crazy. It's low people traffic, but big traffic with the expressway right there.
Yeah. So you might miss it. It's on like Orleans.
Yes, Orleans. Yeah, yep. You got it.
And so it's, I would say it's like not an area where there's too much happening, so it's like perfect for it because
it's right down the street.
And there's a ton of parking.
Yeah,
which is really nice because you never get that in River North.
Yeah, you don't. So that it's on the outskirts of River North, basically. So, but man, look, honestly, the area is dope.
But the place itself is gorgeous.
Yeah. I mean, you walk inside.
I was like, this is fancy as hell. What are we doing in here?
Yeah.
It was so beautiful. So you walk in and you see the full dining room, super bright, huge windows, very colorful. Yeah. The bar is absolutely beautiful. There's high tops around the bar as well as bar seating. And then there's like the common, not the common, but like the dining area that has like regular four top tables and like a booth going down one of the sides. It's an open kitchen, so you can see everything. The smell as soon as you walk in is incredible.
Incredible.
You can smell the fresh pita. They make the pita fresh for you as you order, and they have a stone oven, so like almost like a pizza oven that they just use to make fresh pita, and you can smell it as soon as you walk in.
Yeah, it's dope. I mean, honestly, you get a W before you even eat the food.
Yeah, for real.
You getting a W before you even eat.
Since it was brunch, Dario decided that he can, in fact, drink an entire bottle of champagne by himself. So he ordered a mimosa, and instead of ordering a single mimosa, he ordered the full bottle.
Well, look, y'all.
Carafe, yeah.
I was doing the math, y'all. To me, it was like $16 a glass.
$12 a glass.
12 a glass. Okay, right. 12 a glass. So if I had 2 of them, if I had 3 of them,
right, that's the cost of
that's the cost of a bottle.
Carafe,
You know what I mean? So I was like, you know what? Run the bottle.
Fuck it, I'm gonna say it.
You know, fuck it, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
And I did.
And you did.
I think I had 1 glass left. I had what? 5?
5
glasses?
Yeah. And he was doing like a sprinkle of juice. He did orange juice and pineapple. So you can do orange juice, pineapple, or coconut passion fruit. And you did orange juice, pineapple. That was good. I drank the juice by itself. Yeah. That was good.
Yeah.
Because there was no way you were finishing. And they said if you want to try the other juice, let us know and we can bring it out. Some more.
Yeah. But man, look, that was a nice little pinky out moment I had. Yeah. You know,
I just had water, but they do have other drinks. They have coffee and tea. They have like different kinds of teas, including Moroccan mint, which is one of my favorites. They also have drip coffee and Arabic coffee. And then they have one thing on the menu on the drinks menu that all of them look really like interesting drinks. I think you ordered probably the least interesting option, if I'm being honest.
Because the mimosa, yeah.
Right? The first one was a Za'atar and Harissa Bloody Mary, which sounds so good. Shit. There's a vodka raspberry infused black tea and ginger ale.
I can't do vodka.
Arba, which is white rum, Malibu, almond, and passion fruit. And then vodka, Arabic coffee, and halawa. And if you don't know what or a lot of people call it halva or halawa, it's I don't know how to describe it, but it's like a sesame paste, super sweet. It's really, really good. And then the last one is rose and elderflower gin and tonic. That one's on tap. So
that's on tap. Gin and tonic on tap.
Yeah. So and their most expensive, their most expensive thing is what Dario ordered, which is $35. All the other cocktails are either 12 or 14. So very, very on par with River North. $14, $15 cocktails is like
that's the norm. That's the norm.
They have wines and stuff, but let's
get to that man's platter, mezze platter.
What we ordered. So they have mezze options for brunch. So like you can get the individual plates by themselves. We got the platter. So, and this was another one of like putting it in perspective of like, should we do the individual plates? Because like, if you just get like the Lebanese, it's $12, or the Muhammad is $12. But if you get the entire platter that has all of the mezze platters, it's $38. So we got falafel, pickles, Lebanese, tabbouleh, hummus, muhammara, grilled tomatoes, eggplants, and pita for $38. And I will say that stuffed the shit out of me.
Man, look.
I was pretty full after that. I was like, I don't think we can eat the entree.
Honestly, y'all, if you are looking to have a picturesque type brunch,
it's gorgeous.
That alone is all you need.
Beautiful.
That is all you need. And you know, get a bottle, you have a couple people with you. That's it.
Yeah.
Because that mezze platter was large and filling.
Yeah, it was.
Man, look. I asked for double of that muhammara.
Yeah.
Man,
muhammara is roasted red peppers with walnuts that are kind of made into a dip or a paste that you eat with pita bread. It's absolutely delicious. It's like one of our most popular dishes. Yeah. But so, and you have the option to add things to your hummus, and very, very, very frequently, we add pieces of like lamb or beef to our hummus, like almost like ground beef to the hummus. It's very common, and like toasted almonds or toasted pine nuts. But they didn't have that. But what we did add was shawarma spiced chicken thighs.
Y'all, let me tell
Listen,
man,
that was the juiciest chicken.
Yeah.
I get it's a thigh. A thigh is easy to keep juicy. I get it, but it was super flavorful.
As is easy to keep juicy.
Relax.
You know?
It was super flavorful. Shawarma spices are incredible in general, and it just never misses.
That was honestly a great ad.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think you needed to add that, but check it out. I started mixing and matching because, you know what I mean? Like, all them flavors and shit start going crazy, right?
And they all go together.
Yeah, the hummus was fire, right? The adding the chicken to it, that was fire.
Set it off.
Now, what I did was I put the hummus with on one side of the pita, with the hummus, and then chicken in the middle. Let me tell y'all.
Set it off.
Let me tell y'all. That is one of the best combinations since Jordan Pippen and Rodman.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I'm for real about it. That was that good.
It was really good.
That was
not gonna lie, that
good.
was really good.
I asked, oh boy, hey, can you bring me more of this out?
We took some to go.
We
ordered for some to
had
go.
Had to.
Yeah. And everything. I mean, the only thing that I did not like on the mezze platter was the tabbouleh. Only because. Not because of any reason you think. It's just because it wasn't traditional tabbouleh. It had like cherry tomatoes in it, and it wasn't seasoned the way tabbouleh is, in my opinion. Like the way my mom makes it, which is my favorite way, which is wild to expect of a restaurant to be like, make tabbouleh the way my mom makes it. But it's just not a traditional way to make tabbouleh, and that's fine. It's just like, it wasn't my favorite. And
it wasn't home.
Right. But everything else was... The falafel was so crunchy on the outside and soft on the inside. Oh my god!
Chef came over to the table. I was like, "Look, let me holler at you real quick." What is going on with this falafel right here?
I was pissed there was only 2 pieces on.
Man, for real. I was like, you can order them on the side though. You can order falafel on the side.
Yeah, you can.
So just a heads up, y'all. You only get 2 of them. They decent size, but like that's not a shareable thing. I think I even said right there, you got to get.
There was 3. There was 3 in there.
It's still not shareable.
I had one, you had one, and then we split one.
One. That's not shareable enough,
no,
man. Like
not.
honestly,
I made you the double serving size of the falafel.
For real, easy. Maybe triple. Like shit.
Just 9 pieces of falafel.
I could easily put them back.
So in Jordan, obviously like falafel and hummus sandwiches are like street food. Like it's like getting a hot dog, right?
Yeah.
But what you can do, and it's very much like a breakfast food. Like most people eat it on the weekends for breakfast. But you can go in and you can ask for a bag of falafel, and they make it like fresh in front of you, and you can get a bag of 12 falafels for 75 cents.
That's decent. That's I don't even know what to say. Like,
and it is hot and like
that's just in Jordan.
Yeah, I mean anywhere in the Middle East, but like in Jordan is Abu Jbara. You just go in and you be like, falafel for half a JD, and it's like 12 pieces of falafel.
Y'all, let me tell you something, man. The Middle East is different, man. Yeah. Y'all Jordanians is wild, man. I went over to Sarah's house. I know we told this, man. We was over there. The whole family was in there. You know what I'm saying? It's 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Tell me why family members went out and got like 15 different shawarma sandwiches.
Yeah. More, because it was
way
like
more.
The shawarma sandwiches are small, so they think each person's gonna have 5.
It's like it's like 2 in the morning by the time we eating this. I had to go to sleep. Then they start making tabbouleh. I was like, who is doing this at 2 in the morning? We trying to go to sleep.
No, Arabs party,
and
it's not even a party.
Wasn't that getaway day for us? Yeah. We had to get on the plane.
We did.
I was like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
y'all, come on now.
It's very normal. Like it's super, because it's part of the culture. Like everyone just hangs out until they go.
Yeah, that's different. Boy, y'all
and they hang out like multiple times a week.
Y'all gonna hang out all you want to, shoot. Because your boy, y'all do that again, your boy gonna be in bed by I'm giving y'all till midnight. I can't unless we playing Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow. I can't do that no more with y'all. That's
especially my uncle's wife. She's like the most fun person. She's like the life.
She was the one that said, "Let's go do it."
Yeah, she's the one that picked up the show.
Yeah, I was like, "Damn!" No, I was like, "No, we ain't got to do that." She was like, "No, let's go.
No, we're doing it.
Which one you want? You want chicken or this?" And my dumb ass was like,
beef.
Give me chicken and beef, I guess, since you going." You know, like shit.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna turn down no food, but man, y'all got to hit up Safar. It is
Sifr.
Sifr.
Hey, easy. It's 4 letters.
I was trying to slide by that because I knew I was like, I don't want to. I don't just go eat food, man.
Yeah, you can say charcuterie board. You can say Sifr.
Charcuterie, no. Charcuterie sounds like a funny word when you say it by itself. If you don't say board afterward, it's just different.
Yeah.
Charcuterie.
There's these girls on TikTok, and well, I know the trend probably started on TikTok, but it's basically saying what are names that would be good names if they're not associated with their meaning, right? And so some of them are like labia. Like, that would be a really cute name if it didn't mean what it meant. Carnival.
Labia sound like a country.
It's Libya.
Yeah, I know. Or it's Latvia. It's one of
right.
You know, but what's the other one you said?
Carnival.
Carnival?
Yeah. Could be a cute name, you know?
No, Carnival is not a cute name.
Ferris.
Ferris is now that could be a cute name. Just because
you like Ferris Bueller.
I mean, but I can see that.
There's a lot of things that like, what are like other ones that they said were there were like really interesting ones that they said would be
labia. Who thought of that one though?
I mean, they're like that's the point is like why they're wild words that would be cute names. But anyway,
yeah. Whoever thought of that is different, man. That's all I'm saying.
Thought of that. Anyway, let's talk about what we eat, the main dishes that we ate. So brunch, I love. It's a smaller menu. And it has like it has a ton of like my favorite options on there. They have quite a few vegetarian options too. I don't know about how vegan things are because I don't know about cross contamination, but I know it looks like from the description a lot of them are vegetarian. So the first one is little gem salad, which is fattoush. It's a summa vinaigrette with cherry tomatoes, mint, pomegranate, and feta. Traditional fattoush doesn't have feta in it, but who cares about traditional?
Who cares?
And usually it has toasted pita or fried pita bread on top to give like a little bit of crunch. I don't know if this one does, but I love fattoush. Then we have shakshuka, which is what we got, which is tomatoes, onions, peppers, eggs, and house pita. And let me close your eyes, okay? Close your eyes real quick and listen to me. It is a pool of tomato sauce, okay, in a personal size cast iron, right? And then 2 over easy eggs right in the middle, okay? And the hottest pita, the freshest little puffed pita you've ever seen in your life, okay? And when I tell you, had we not had the mezze, I would have fucked up that plate.
Yeah, we was full off.
But
our
I
brunch.
was so because you know why we were full? Because the mezze comes with 2 pieces of pita bread. We asked for 2 more, and we ate them.
Did.
So that's why
we
each had 2 pieces of pita bread. So when the entree came, we were like,
"Do you still got some of that hummus?" Mm-hmm. God, dog. I'm probably gonna have some.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so good, and I have pita in the fridge too.
Oh Lord,
let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
But the shakshuka was so good.
Yeah, it's very
so
good.
good.
Very
it
good.
is. Yeah, it's a very like traditional dish.
Yeah.
Very. The next one which we didn't have is Turkish poached eggs, which is like I love Turkish poached eggs. I don't know how to pronounce it in the Turkish name for it, but it's garlic lebanon with poached eggs and Aleppo pepper chili crunch. I make it all the time for myself. So I was like, we'll pass that one. The next thing we got was the lamb kebab burger. And it's local lamb with akawi cheese, tzatziki, and a house pickle. And I will say, and I think you'll agree with me, this is not a burger.
Right.
It is in a burger bun.
Right.
But it's
not a burger.
Don't go there expecting it to taste like a burger.
No. You're going to be very disappointed.
It is a kebab sandwich.
Yes. Yeah.
And it is one of the best kebab. It's such a juice. Kebab is so easy to make dry. Yeah. And tough because if you massage the meat too much, it gets tough. Stop it. Stop.
Yeah, if you massage the meat too tough, what is going on here? I can't even turn it off. My bad. Oh, there it is.
You're ridiculous.
I was trying to say this.
No one's ever going to pay us for this.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
When you are adding your vegetables to your minced meat, whether it's lamb or beef or a combo, if you massage the meat too much, it gets. When you cook it, it gets too tough. So there's I would say it's a talent to kind of like be able to make kebab.
Make the meat hard.
And not make it hard.
Oh, yeah, that's a talent too.
Yeah.
Or lack thereof.
Wow. All right. Well, I would say it is a very good lamb kebab burger. Just do not expect a traditional American burger, because if you do, I don't know, maybe you just don't know how to read, because that's not what this is. Literally nothing on it indicates that it is an American burger. So
yeah,
you know. And then we only were able to eat half of that, and I smashed the other half when we got home later that night. But let's talk about the desserts.
Yeah, I forgot we had the dessert.
How could you?
Because we had so much food.
I know. Okay, so we got both desserts that are on the menu for this brunch. Okay, we got the date cake, which I want to be buried inside of a date cake.
Yeah, that's
just mummify me in this cake.
Yeah, me
It
too.
is so soft, and it has like a molassesy drizzle on top. Oh my god, it is such a good fluffy cake.
I gotta be honest with you, man. I'm getting kind of turned on when you talking about this.
Stop it.
I don't know, this whole episode, we talking too much, like, using different words or something.
Wow.
I can't even concentrate.
What am I saying? I'm saying the cake is fluffy.
You said you had date cake. You want to bury your face in it. I was like, shit. So do I.
I meant I want to be buried mummified in a cake.
Me too. That's a dream.
All right. Well,
I mean, the cake was good.
Stop it.
The cake always good.
It's like a
I'm done. I can't. Okay. You go ahead. You got it. Because
it's a rectangular like slice of cake, and I don't know how to, like, when you make things, think of like banana bread. It's like that. Like, it's not. It doesn't taste like a traditional cake. It doesn't have the texture of that. When you add like fruit, that like dates or bananas or pumpkin to ingredients of a cake, it makes more of a chewy center. I don't know how to describe it, but it's not like eating a sheet cake.
No.
I'm not a baker, so I don't know the difference in the names of the cakes. But not sheet cake, think banana bread. That's the vibe.
Okay.
Banana bread with a glaze.
Sure.
But tastes like dates. Okay.
It was good.
It was delicious.
Long story short.
But the better option, in my opinion, was the donut.
Yeah, that donut was slapping.
So the donut it's called Big Ben's donut, and Ben is someone in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's
and it has cardamom and like a cardamom filling.
Big Ben.
My God.
Ben back there trolling us, man. He making us say I had Big Ben's donut.
Yeah.
Slow down, Big Ben.
I mean, it was worth it to say that.
No, you slow down, shit.
I mean, Ben fucked it up, if I'm being honest.
Damn, no. Big Ben is gonna get canceled.
Ben went crazy with this donut. I'm for real. Like, go for the donut and go have a cup of coffee and a donut. Stop it. I feel like this is a perfect place to enjoy a meal the way you would in the Middle East, because you can like go and sit there and have like your mezze, your entree, your dessert, and sip a coffee. Like, you could just sit there for like an hour and a half.
You know what it felt like?
What?
That first restaurant we went to in Jordan.
Right?
It really did feel like that.
It's like a chill vibe. Yes, there was EDM music playing for a portion of the brunch, but it quickly changed. I think it was an error.
No,
but
it's all good. I don't care.
You know.
Hey man, but honestly, shout out to the chef for going over to
every single table.
Yeah, well but also I'm saying even before that, going to the Middle East, learning the culture, saying I love it, and then coming back and be like, hey, look, let me do it right.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of times people come back fraudulent. You know what I mean? Like just to say, hey, look, here is hummus, but it ain't really like. So shout out to him, man. That's why he a good chef, man. Like that's why he one of the best. Shit.
Yeah.
That to me is how you do it. Like you go there and you recreate something that's actually right. So
for sure,
my man, go ahead. You did your thing.
My man.
That's is that all for the innuendos today?
Yes.
We done?
Yes, we're done.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Cool.
If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with someone you love. It is the best way to support us is if you support our work and have more people support it. So we really appreciate you. Thank you for listening week after week. We see you every week that we see the numbers. We know you're coming back. Now just to get more people to come back.
127 straight weeks, y'all. The streak continues, baby.
Yeah, for real. And if you did not enjoy this episode,
man,
that's
don't know what to tell you, man.
That's fine. You're going to regret it in a couple of weeks, though.
For sure. Peace.
Thank you so much for listening to today's episode, and we hope you loved it.
And if you could, please follow us on social media at 77 Flavors Shy on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter.
If you have any ideas or deep dives that you'd love us to do, please contact us at media@77flavorsshy. That's the number 77 flavors and shy for Chicago.com.
If you like visuals, please subscribe and follow and watch us on our YouTube channel at the same thing, 77 Flavors Shy, or search 77 Flavors of Chicago.
If you would like to support us monetarily, go ahead and click that Buzzsprout link in the description of this episode.
And as always, we gonna see you next week. Peace.